The important endocrine glands when talking about Kallmann syndrome or CHH are the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland located within inside the brain, the testes or ovaries known as the gonads, and to a minor point the adrenal glands located just above the kidneys. The normal hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis consists of the hypothalamus gland located deeper inside the brain, which has a direct connection to the pituitary gland, also located within inside its own bony structure inside the brain. The hypothalamus releases a hormone which does not enter the normal bloodstream but is fed directly to the pituitary gland. In turn, the pituitary gland releases two hormones, and both of these hormones act either on the testes in males or the ovaries in females. These hormones are involved in the production of sperm or the maturation of eggs and the producing of secondary sexual characteristics seen at puberty. The hormones produced by the testes, as in testosterone, or the hormones produced by the ovaries, estrogen and progesterone, then feed back in the bloodstream to the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus, which then control the further release of hormones, which controls the whole reproductive cycle and fertility cycle within males and females. The hypothalamus releases a hormone called Gonadotropin releasing hormone, GnRH, which feeds directly to the pituitary gland, which causes to release its two hormones, called Luteinising hormone, LH, and follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. The hormones LH and FSH are identical in both males and females, even though the levels produced in females can vary drastically throughout the menstrual cycle during the month. The LH and FSH act both on the testes and the ovaries in males and females. In males, the LH acts on the testes to produce testosterone, and the FSH acts on the testes to produce sperm. In females, the roles are slightly more combined, but in general, LH is involved in the production of estrogen and progesterone, and FSH is involved in the production, maturation, and release of the eggs within inside the ovaries. The hormones LH and FSH, which are produced by the pituitary gland, are known as gonadotropin hormones. These are the hormones that act on the testes or the ovaries to produce testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. It is the testosterone and estrogen that cause the development of secondary sexual characteristics seen at puberty and maintain the reproductive cycle throughout the adult life. In Kallmann syndrome, or CHH, there is a failure in the production or activity of GnRH hormone by the hypothalamus. The pituitary gland either does not receive any GnRH or is unable to recognize GnRH. This in turn prevents the pituitary gland from being able to produce and release its own hormones, LH and FSH. This in turn prevents the testes and the ovaries from being able to function correctly at puberty. This means the testes remain small in size, they do not produce testosterone, so puberty does not start, and the secondary sexual characteristics do not develop, and no sperm cells are produced. In females, no estrogen and progesterone are produced, also meaning no puberty, and the egg cells, even though they are still inside the ovaries, fail to mature and be released at the correct time.